in Idaho is the INL Industrial and Research Complexes. Out almost pretty much in the desert. All along the road here are signs. There are no trespassing signs, basically warning you that if you cross that, you're going to be in trouble. The interesting thing about the site is, without giving too much history, because again, I'm not a history buff, it was the home of the very first nuclear submarine, which makes perfect sense. Idaho is landlocked, and nobody knows anything about it, and they came up with the first nuclear submarine. Makes sense. Not a whole lot of talk about what goes on there with some things. A lot of things people will just tell you, yeah, I work there and that's about it. But there are some things that are still classified that they won't talk about. But interesting thing is back in the day, when Russia and the US were, I guess, kind of friends, one of the Russian scientists that came over and visited the site, they said that they thought that basically, like, they've never heard of Idaho, they've heard of the site, they wanted to go and basically bomb it, and since they had no clue where Idaho was, and this is pre-internet, they were safe from getting bombed. That's kind of scary if you think about it. I mean, if terrorists really knew, I guess, potentially what's there, things wouldn't end well in Idaho. Luckily, we have the super volcano at Yellowstone to take us out if the terrorists don't. So, one way or another, things could get ugly in Idaho. But luckily, we're going to Montana today, so we should be pretty safe up there. Look at that guy. Hey, buddy. Whoops, there you are. Look at those horns. It's a young one, too. Shouldn't get too close so he doesn't get hit by a car. All right. You go back to eating. I'm gonna go back to work. All right, off to work. Would you look at the size of that dog? Oh my gosh. Imagine cleaning up after it. It is so big it has its own trailer. Oh my gosh. And if that big dog wasn't enough, look at the size of that slipper. Or high heel, your choice. That goes on one big foot. So coming up right here is an interpretive overlook. So basically you pull off right there and you look out over here and you interpret. Can anybody tell me how in the world an interpretive overlook works? Is that what that is? I just sit here and I go, I interpret it this way, and somebody goes, no, I interpret it that way. Doesn't make any sense. So can anybody explain that to me, please? How an interpretive overlook works. Thank you. You know, I've heard of landing a plane on a river, but landing it on a pole? That's impressive. And with that being said, good night.